EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Prescott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
To Amari Cooper.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Cowboys.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Give to Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
6 yards left on second down. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
from the 24. Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
On 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. The give is to Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
Complete.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 10. Play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And some room to work. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And 7.
Prescott now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire deep down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He completes it to Nelson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, practice distinctive destination.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 13.
Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 51 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First down, Cowboys.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dallas.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Score, Ravens 28, Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are they
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Complete to Ezekiel.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
on 2nd and goal. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 93 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Prescott on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he locates Walker, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
First down, Dallas.
47.
First down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Ravens 42, Cowboys 14.